How's it going? This is Spencer Kim with Foundation Drum Academy, and today we're talking about how to tackle complicated drum parts. Is the only way to do it to just play it and repeat it and keep trying and like you're banging your head against the wall? Let's dive into that. Before we get into it, I want to invite you to download our free cheat sheet on how to learn songs super quick within minutes. It's found at foundationdrum.com/chart. It gives you a system and a PDF and an explanation video on how to learn it super quick, what to weed out and what to prioritize, and it's been a game changer for me. So please go do yourself a favor and get the cheat sheet. When we're figuring out a difficult drum part, is all there is to it to just keep banging your head against the wall and keep trying it and keep trying it and keep trying it. I have a very simple way to approach this, and it's called break it down or slow it down. So this might be somewhat of an intuitive way to approach things, but I know that not every student of mine does this naturally. So if this is new to you, then this is for you, and I hope it helps. But let's just say that we are trying to learn this beat. So let's just say in theory, you understood every aspect of what had to happen, or you have it written on notation and you can see everything. So from there, what do we do? When you come across a pattern that stumps you and you can't just play it and you're not close enough to just work through it, here's the way to do it. First thing you can try is either to slow it way down to the point where you can actually play it straight through with a single tempo. Let's say it was this. Something like that. But even if that's too complicated, what I like to do oftentimes is just break it down. So right now we have all these different elements. We have the toms, left hand's moving between snare and tom, left foot and kick. So what I like to do is isolate different aspects of it. For example, I might leave the left foot out if that's a struggle for myself at the time, and just put my hands here and figure out the coordination between the ride, snare, and kick. And if I can play that faster, then maybe I'll introduce the left foot to see if I can figure that out. And let's say it's a struggle, I might even slow that back down and see where it fits into this whole picture. And then the voicing or the orchestration of these notes. Of course, the right hand here is here on the floor tom, left hand is going from the snare to the rack tom. Maybe I'll add in the left foot. And then from there, I'll try speeding it up. That way, you're kind of starting with one core piece that you know you can do, regardless of the tempo, if it's slower or whatever. And then you're attaching something to it, and then you're attaching another thing to it and another thing, and then you've got the whole thing built. Oftentimes, it's just too much to try to do one complete thing all at once, and so it makes more sense to just break it down when you need to. Okay, and adding another layer to this, remember that once you have a pattern and you can play it all by itself, you have not arrived at like full use of this pattern. That's just like one aspect of it. The next layer that's incredibly important is switching from one thing to that pattern and back. Because in order to use something in music, you have to be able to transition from and to your pattern. It's not just like we're playing one pattern and playing that the whole song. We have to be comfortable making those changes. I always try to throw myself curveballs. I'll play one thing and try switching to that pattern, and then maybe a different thing, and then back to the pattern to see if I can use it and make those transitions smooth. You can think of it like your mental recall, because the more stuff you do and throw yourself these curveballs and go back to it, the more readily accessible and available it is in our memory and our physical muscle memory. I'm just gonna play a couple different beats and see if I can transition between them. and so on. You get the idea. But be sure to not just stop at learning the pattern, because that's not the end. You have to take it further in order to make full use of it. So I would love to hear from you what your approach is to learn patterns when they're difficult. How do you go about them? Leave that in the comments. I'd love to hear them, and that way you can share with others in the community how they can learn faster as well. Again, be sure to go to foundationdrum.com/chart to get your free cheat sheet and video explanation on how to use it so that you can learn songs super quick. That's there for you. If you've gotten anything out of this video, please share it with a friend, like and subscribe. And thanks for joining us at Foundation Drum Academy, and we'll see you on the next one.